here with
c.andrew, sometimes known as Darth Vader.
Where at this time?
We are in Manteca today at the Manteca Anime Comic-Con.
Wow. So, what are you sharing today with the audience?
I'm sharing all kinds of stories about my career as an actor. You know, having spent 12 years as Darth Vader, you know, you rack up a lot of stories. So
what new story can you entice us with this time?
Oh, gee, what new story can I tell you about? Did I tell you about the time I almost caught on fire?
No.
Oh, yeah. I was shooting a commercial for Kenner Toys. I did several Kenner Toys commercials as Darth Vader, and we were shooting one where this kid is in his bedroom, and he's playing with his Star Wars toys, and then all of a sudden his closet doors are being sliced through with lasers, and the closet doors fall down, the room floods with light, in come two stormtroopers, followed by Darth Vader, and lots of smoke and everything, and very atmospheric. Well, they wanted to flood the set with lots of light, so we're standing behind this breakaway door, the two guys in the stormtrooper costumes, and then me in the Darth Vader costume standing behind them, and lots of bright lights behind us. And we're setting up for the take, and I kid you not, through the back of the helmet, the very thick fiberglass helmet, I could feel the heat of these lights. And then somebody said, "Do you smell smoke?" And they go, "Oh my gosh, it's the cape, it's the cape, kill the lights." The cape that I was wearing, which is the original costume there, was starting to smoke.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and so we had to change the lighting setup a little bit there, but yeah, I almost caught on fire. I was like this close to catching on
like
fire.
you said, this is an artifact.
Yes, it belongs in a museum, so you don't want to set it on fire.
And you almost burnt them out.
I know, yes. So yeah, so it's one of the many adventures of being a Sith Lord.
So what other horrible things have happened as a Sith Lord?
Oh my gosh.
Let's share the terrors of a Sith Lord.
I was doing a live appearance one time in San Francisco. They had a big, beautiful exhibit at the South of Market at a museum down there at the ᴅᴜᴜᴜ Center for the Arts. It was the Art of Star Wars exhibit. And then later it toured around the country. But at the big opening ceremony of it, we got on the ferry from what was it? I think it was in Sausalito, Corte Madera area. Yeah, Corte Madera, and we got on the ferry. A bunch of us as the characters. It was me. There was Boba Fett. There was stormtroopers and such, and rode across with the commuters. Some of which are like, ooh, and some of them are like. So we rode across to San Francisco. The mayor at that time, Frank Jordan, gives Vader the key to the city. So I got the key to the city of San Francisco, and then we were right around in one of those cable cars that they have the tourists on. You know, the ones that's not actually on the track, but is on wheels and on tires and drives around. So we had us on there, hanging on the sides of this thing, and then to get off of that, and in front of the whole press, I nearly took a face plant in the costume.
Oh wow!
Fortunately I was caught by a couple of stormtroopers and some other people. I don't think it was that noticeable, but I thought, oh my gosh, this is it.
The difference between you and the person out of the costume is they may not notice it, but you notice everything.
Oh, everything, yeah. And the thing is too, you know, you have very poor visibility in that costume. I mean, you basically, I'll grab a photo here so we can illustrate this. You can see directly in front of you through the lenses of the mask. You basically see this little tunnel vision straight ahead, or you can see your feet through this breath screen, and that's it. Everything else is a blind spot. It's not the worst though. ⴑ is the worst because you have this little pinhole looking straight ahead.
And then there's lights in the eyes.
Yes, yeah, so that's a hard one. But for Vader, yeah, and it's tinted, but what happens is you fog up. No matter what you do, you fog up. We do the kind of the same trick that people who go scuba diving do, which is you take your finger, you lick it, you wipe the inside of the lens there. It's disgusting, but it works. It stops the lens from fogging up. But sometimes you don't. It just doesn't work. And in that case, it did not work. And I couldn't really see where I was going, and I took a misstep and almost ended the saga right there. So,
wow. Yeah. Was this the classic suit or the?
Oh yes. This was the classic suit, not a remake, not a replica.
It's like you're going, maybe they should museum this piece out.
I think that was when it started, yeah. So they would start taking parts away from me, and eventually I ended up having a whole replica made specifically to fit me.
So, what is one of the better moments in the suit, like selling toys and stuff?
One of the better moments, gosh, there's so many great moments. Sometimes just if you did a live appearance, seeing the reaction of, especially from kids.
I know you were telling us last time about the.
Yeah.
But did you ever meet any of the original cast members or new cast members?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've met Mark Hamill, wonderful guy. Mark's just great. Carrie Fisher was just a sweetheart. Had a really wicked sense of humor, and we miss her a lot. Peter Mayhew is a very good friend of mine. Peter and his wife Angie I love them to pieces. Jeremy Bullock, who played Boba Fett. And then some of the newer actors too, Ray Park, know Ray, and I know Daniel Logan, who's one of my partners in crime. Do a lot of things together, and Daniel's just hysterical. So
I know Peter Mayhew retired this year from Chewbacca.
Yes. But,
and the new guy who did the solo film.
Yeah, and he's doing a good job. And of course, he was tutored by Peter, so yeah. So yeah.
I was surprised when I was web surfing for information and that Mayhew had retired.
Yeah. Well, Peter is he's not young anymore, but at a certain point, he did as much as he could. I know he enjoyed coming back and doing Force Awakens and working on that and everything. So that I'm glad that he got to do one more go round.
Because unlike Anthony Daniels, they could always have someone else in the suit for a while for him.
Anthony Daniels, yeah, but it's Anthony in the costume, So, and he still works that. So.
Yeah. So, what is the best part about being Darth Vader at times? Scaring little children?
No, not scaring little children. I think
creating nightmares for adults.
No, I think the best part is just one for me. It's the joy of knowing that you've become part of your favorite film franchise. But two, the fact that you know that you are entertaining so many people around the world by being in the films, by working on the games, by doing effects for the films and everything, doing voices, and everything, all that. I mean, that is an incredible privilege, an incredible honor, and I don't take it lightly. I'm very fortunate and very blessed to be able to do what I do for a living, and the fact that I'm able to enrich other people's lives, that's amazing. And even coming out and doing conventions like this, and I get to meet people. I may have told you this before, but I spent many years on the other side of the table, as a fan, before I was invited to sit down with a handful of Sharpies and a stack of photos. And so I get a chance to raise money for charity. I raise money for the Starlight Children's Foundation, and that to me is the best part. And you get to meet so many great people. I've made so many wonderful friends, both famous and not so well known, and getting to see them again, getting to see you again at a convention.
Yes,
like this.
I'm surprised. You're
joy.
excited.
Yeah, I am.
Most people aren't.
Well, this guy does good interviews, and I enjoyed this interview that we did before. So yeah, I'm always happy to see you.
So, if you were Darth Vader, would you choke this guy with your force powers?
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding me? Why not?
His friends would be happy to hear that.
He's screaming out to be choked. In fact, I think it should happen right now. Yeah. There. Now keep your room clean.
His friends would be happy to see that. Thank you.
I'm glad I could brighten their day.
They know Darth Vader and the Force are real.
That's right. And the Force is strong with you.
And thank you from Wasteland TV.